My advice to you is to start drinking heavily.
Hello everyone, this is Spin, and welcome back to another episode of my Redneck Rampage walkthrough series. And in today's episode, I'm going to be playing through the level Ruins. So let's begin. We just got out of J. Clux and now we're in an underground system here. And we're met with some hitscanners and some of these turd monkeys. There's some turds and billy rays. I'll just use the crossbow for them. Now before we go any further, you see this little door frame that says unstable area? You need to blow that one up, because we need to grab a key from this next area. And you would not know that unless I pointed it out or you were to find another walkthrough telling you to blow up that door frame. Just another example of Redneck Rampage's cryptic level design. But yeah, just remember that to blow up that door frame that says unstable area. So we continue on through here. We have these turd monkeys just constantly annoying us. And once they're in the water, they're just really annoying. Those who saw the sewer episode would know that. Those two turd monkeys are just there for no reason. So I'm going to drop down here. I'm going to try and take this one out with the rifle, but as you can see... Alright, got him. We can grab some items. And our key is going to be over here. And I'm going to throw a piece of dynamite over the wall there. Blow up some enemies before you even see them, and would you look at that, they pinned a cat to the wall. Oh yeah, there's a mutt in here too. First time we get to see one of those in a long time. And what were these rednecks boiling anyway? Yeah, you could jump in the water and grab some rifle ammo. Looks like they were cooking up bats and cats, which violates several FDA laws right there, I assume. And animal cruelty. But yeah, you could literally jump into the boiling pot and not take any damage. Guess Leonard is built differently like that. And yes, you can grab a powder keg, which I really don't need. But of course, I got the skeleton key, the first one. And before we head on, if you go over here, we have a hidden delicious goo goo cluster. So be sure to grab that before you move on. So let's climb this chain, and we'll be on our way. Okay, so now we're back here from before. Some more billy rays and poop monkeys. Coot that wants to get me, but I'm gonna get him first. We go underwater here with more poop monkeys. Take this right here. And we clear this area out if you want the additional pork rinds and such. So we go back underwater, we're going to swim through, but instead of taking that right, we're going to go left, where the beer is, go in here in this alcove and swim up. Get some coots and billy rays. And we have emerged to the surface, and this is the door we need to use the key on. And there's Bubba, he's already here. All we just need to do now is gain access to him. And we're in the ruins, the surface level. I'm gonna throw dynamite to the right. Squeeze one to the left. There we go. Surprised you didn't get jibbed the first time. Another mutt. Right now we just need to clear out this main area. Running low on the scattergun ammo. Yeah, gotta lock in for the combat, because there's a lot of open area here. Oh my god. That's a lot of poop. Flushed them all down. Pun not intended. Now here is one of the more tedious parts of this level, is the platform. You have to use these support beams to jump through. I managed to get through it with no hassle, thanks to practice. Okay, okay. But yeah, you gotta do some platforming in this level. Now we drop down into this hole. Oh yeah, more monkeys. Now we go upstairs. I'm gonna get my alien arm cannon ready, because we have an alien Hulk in the stairwell. Tight space, hope he dies soon. Okay, he's dead, so let's blow him up. He busted gut. Okay, so we go back here, but we need some other kind of key required, which I'll get soon. I'm gonna go over here. I'll blow him up with the TNT crate. Here's the red key. Now we can go down here, so let's go ahead and do that. We actually need to be down here anyway. Because once we're down here, our first secret, I guess you could call it a secret, is over here. There's this ladder area. You would normally have to jump through that platform and drop down in here to gain access to this area early, but I chose not to do that. It's just, it's a pretty useless secret, honestly. It's just there as a shortcut. No reward whatsoever. But it's a marked secret, so I have to point it out. Now this next secret here is going to be a little more rewarding, but we gotta be ready. Once we open up this garage door, we gotta be on our feet and get going. Climb this ladder to the left immediately and try not to get chewed up by all the mutts. That's a lot. And we're gonna get over here, once we climb that ladder, to get access to the second seer, which is some ripsaw ammo, cheap-ass whiskey, cracklins, and pies. And if you want to deal with these mutts, well, we just get the TNT and throw some of it down there through using the corner. Yeah, I gotta put them all down. This is basically the safest way of doing it without wasting too much ammo, because they can be tanky. And their hitboxes are small. Okay, that's most of them cleared out, so we might as well clear out the rest. Oh my god. 2 more? I'm gonna lure you to the powder keg. You survived that? God damn, what they've been feeding these mutts. Okay, that's all of the dogs. And there's a delicious goo goo cluster over here. I might as well go ahead and grab that. Let me drink up first. But yeah, we got our second key from before, like I mentioned. So I'm gonna see if I gotta get back up there. Do the platform once again, and instead of having to wrap around from starting there, you can actually take a shortcut by doing this. Do a little strafe run and you'll get there as well. Yeah, that's right. Now here's what you do to jump down to get to that first secret I mentioned, but we're not doing that. So now we can go... Oh yeah, here's another area. This is basically one of the areas, but that's not the door we need to use the red key on. This is essentially the area before the exit area. So we're supposed to go up here, and this is where we use our second key. Let's clear out the room first. And we got our third key, which will gain us access to Bubba. And our third and final secret will be over here. We'll just reveal some coots of Billy Ray and, of course, moon pies and cheap-ass whiskey. So you should be topped up on health items for this run. So now let's go back downstairs and get to the final area. You flip this switch. Now, before we go through this teleporter, I'm gonna fire some arm cannon rounds into it. Do you hear that? I'm doing damage to an alien Hulk. I'm gonna go through and see the progress. There's the second one. Well, I don't know what happened to the first one. Alright, I see two of them. Yeah, this is a pretty tight vantage point, and if you need to take cover, go back through the teleporter. Alright, now he's here. We can lure him out. Man, just will not die. So let's go back through the teleport and take out his brother. And then blow his ass up. Alright, making sure I blew up the other guy. And looks like they're performing experiments on the chickens, the coots, and the rays. This is where all the clones are coming from, as you can see. Let's go ahead and grab the additional moon pies, since I had to use them. So yeah, that wraps up this level. We finally caught up with Bubba, and that wraps up the ruins. So yes, those are the ruins. A very medium-sized level. Starts off in the underground ruins where you have to go through the tight crevices and the tunnels where you must blow up the door frame. That is very easy to miss if you're doing a first-time run of this. You wouldn't know what to do until it was pointed out to you. You would have to figure it out because, yeah, it's cryptic, which is a very trademark thing for the Redneck Rampage maps to do. Now, thankfully, not all of them are like this, but some of them are, and this is one of those cases. Now, once you blow up the door frame, you gotta grab the key and then head on your way back, and finally you will be up on the surface, which is where all the action is at. Which you basically are going to be doing a lot of fighting because it's an open area, and the ruins have a lot of open windows and a lot of spaces where enemies could attack you, so you're constantly on the battle, on the run, keeping yourself busy, fighting up all those hit scanners and so forth. And thankfully, there isn't too many overpowered enemies just like Jay Clucks. I mean, you have a lot more space to work with. In fact, you encounter the mutts, the dogs, again, which we haven't seen for a long time now. And you get to encounter a room where there's an entire field of them, which of course I showed you how to deal with them by using the second secret by throwing dynamite at them gradually through the corner, and that just takes care of them one by one. And then you can just finish off the rest of them if they're damaged off, so you don't have to waste excess TNT. And of course, once you get through all that, you'll just have to go to the get your third secret, and then on to the final area where you have to deal with the alien Hulks. They're in a tight space there, where you get to see the cloning machine where they get all those Billy Rays and old Coots from, which is why we're constantly fighting them all the time, because of all the cloning. And that is probably one of the toughest parts, because you have to go through the teleporter, and you could get the tactical advantage by firing space arm projectile ammunition through the teleporter, and basically hoping that you do some damage to the alien Hulk. But most of the time, you probably have to go in anyway and take him out yourself. And you can, if you're lucky, you can lure him through the teleporter to make it a much easier fight. But yeah, that's Ruins. It's a pretty fair medium-sized level. That's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.